Speaker.
The Honourable Penny Simmonds.
I present a legislative statement on the Plain Language Act Repeal Bill.
That legislative statement is published on the authority of the House and can be found on the Parliament website. Honourable Penny Simmonds.
Thank you. I move that the Plain Language Act Repeal Bill now be read a first time. I nominate the Governance and Administration Committee to consider the bill. Mr Speaker, this bill repeals the Plain Language Act 2022. The purpose of the bill is threefold. It repeals an ineffective act. It removes an unnecessary compliance burden on public service agencies, and it ensures government resources can be used more efficiently. Madam Speaker, clear communication with the public is important, so let me be very clear. Put it in plain language, if you will. We are calling on an act implemented by the Labor government in 2022 that created a problem where there wasn't one. It is yet another example of wasteful spending on bureaucracy that Labor is so fond of, but that this government has no time for. Time is money. And at a time when many people are doing it tough, we want to make sure that taxpayer money is spent on the things that actually matter, things that grow our economy. Appointing plain language officers, as this Act requires, grows nothing but bureaucracy. It is an example, Madam Speaker, of government overreach. You cannot legislate for or against something that is subjective in nature and open to interpretation, and that's why we would never know whether the Plain Language Act resulted in a meaningful improvement in communication. The only clear outcome is that it placed an unnecessary administrative constraint on public service, and it created a box-ticking exercise for agencies. Government agencies should always communicate in an easy-to-understand language, and it is the government's expectation that agencies always strive for and uphold the highest standards of communication. But it is a mistake to think that laws can fix every problem. Right. As much as we would like people to make good choices, it is not something you can achieve with legislation. Plain language, Madam Speaker, is achieved through clear thinking, commitment and common sense. It is the responsibility of every public servant to communicate using clear, easy-to-comprehend language. It doesn't take a plain language officer to know that gobbledygook and word salads mean nothing to anyone. Words are just words if no one understands them. This bill is not about abandoning high standards in clear communication. It is about freeing up our public service from an ineffective law. The government is 100% committed to communicating clearly with New Zealanders. We want government agencies to write and speak in a manner people can understand and appreciate. Public information written in plain language makes life easier for people relying on government services. It makes it easier for people to make informed decisions, and it makes it easier for people to understand their rights and responsibilities. The Plain Language Act cannot make these things happen. The Act has not fixed a problem, it has created a problem. Madam Speaker, the public service has better things to do than appointing plain language officers, producing guidance documents and reporting to someone on something that is unclear. The government is determined to spend taxpayer money more efficiently. The Plain Language Act has created unnecessary activity, unnecessary compliance and an unnecessary use of resources. Repealing this Act cuts red tape and will allow the public service to get on with what really matters, delivering services for the people of New Zealand. Madam Speaker, I could speak for another 5 minutes, but I believe I have put the government's position clearly and concisely, and dare I say it, in plain language. I commend the bill to the House. Thank you.
She wants plain language, but she doesn't want plain language.
Can I just say here, because I'm Ngāti Para, I come from Te Tairāwhiti around Gisborne. I'm from a hapu called Naitane. But back there on the coast, we say, wee, like I'm weird, like kikama. I just don't even know where to start, guys. I thought I was on Comedy Central for a second.
Yeah.
I had to recheck myself and think, maybe that's the comedy.
Knowing what's coming in both the on Restream and in the TikTok on your channel, it does feel like we suddenly have sat through and shifted from serious removal Section 7A to let's have a joke bill that sits down there and makes it out we are trying to fix something in there. Apparently, it's as difficult as knowing, where's the school? I can only find colours.
Yeah, it's like, you want plain language, but you don't want plain language. So you just want technical jargon that no one can understand, but some people can understand. And we can't communicate efficiently with the public because the public doesn't understand. Like, what are we doing?
What a way to undermine and disrespect the public.
And just also to mention the bill that she was talking about was actually a member's bill, not a government bill.
Yes.
Let me tell you that making laws does not make change. I want you all to know that. If you're going to go home tonight, laws do not change anything here, okay?
Rockchick has got this one here. She should be in stand-up comedy with Ursula.
Is that off the TikTok, Sam?
Yep.
Who was it that said that?
Rockchick.
Thanks, Rockchick. I mean, honestly, just quickly, I thought you know the sound dun 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 dun. I thought bloody the Muppet Show was going to start.
Now I just wonder if Penny Simmonds, EA, Sir Humphrey Appleby from Yes Minister.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm enjoying
Yes,
this.
thanks for putting it on there. Is it like Yes Minister?
I watched that live when she was doing that, and I was just like, I just spat out my drink. It's holy moly.
And I'm glad you just told me put it in the show. I haven't actually watched it until now, but yeah, another one, the Fragile Rock Show.
Yeah, Fraggle Rock. Oh, Fragile Rock. That's a good one. That's a good one. Because legislations don't change anything. Everybody, I want you to know that.
And just for those who do know, Ben here does sell nice, lovely waffle trees inspired by the minister you just saw, Penny Simmonds, waffling in Parliament.
Again, everybody, you can be an MP. It's clear evidence right there that anybody can get into. You just got to go into those parties and you've got a sure win right in there, baby. Yeah.
Thanks for watching. Make sure you're subscribed to our Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Instagram, TikTok. Who's got the order, paper podcast? YouTube, Twitch, Instagram, TikTok.